After I gave birth to my son, my was huge. And the reason why my ass was so fucking huge, because I almost gained 20. And you already know my ass already has ass shots. In August, I did surgery because a lot of people thought that as soon as I gave birth, I got my body done. No, I didn't. In August, I did surgery and I removed 95% of my bowel perimeter. But of course, right, they took it out of me, but they still had to shape my butt because they took a lot of shots out. So my butt is a little fluffy.
Getting a BBL when you're broke is what's causing BBL smell. You think a BBL is just the price for the surgery. Those massages after are very important. I did a massage like every day for 2 months. When you get surgery, you have to drain out those fluids. Those massages drain you. And then you need to detox. Some of you just don't care. Some of you are too broke.
I got some more butt injections removed.
Stefon Diggs just lit the internet up by low-key confirming some wild rumors about Cardi B's bodywork. Fans are spiraling. They're calling it a BBL gone sideways, and now it's not just about how she looks. It's about the whole energy she's giving off. Word is, Stefon's done playing nice, and that split with Cardi might have had more to do with her appearance than we thought. It all blew up after her Coachella show, not because of the music, but because unedited pics of her hit the timeline. People zoomed in, pulled up old angles, and the comments? Brutal. Something looked off, and folks weren't shy about saying it. Now let's get one thing straight. This ain't about tearing someone down. Cardi's always been open about her surgeries, from BBLs to little touch-ups. But fans say it's looking way too overdone now. And once those raw Getty images dropped, the conversation got even louder.
I gave birth to my son, my was huge. And the reason why my was so huge, because I almost gained 20. And you already know my already have some ass shots. August, I did surgery because a lot of people thought that as soon as I gave birth, I got my body done. No, I didn't. In August, I did surgery and I removed 95% of my bowel perimeters. But of course, right, they took it out of me, but they still had to shape my butt because they took a lot of shots out. So my butt is a little fluffy.
Then boom, news breaks that Stefon went back to his ex, and fans instantly clocked the timing. Did he really dip right after Coachella? The internet thinks so. Cardi wasn't having it though. She snapped hard at the rumors, clapping back at fans saying Stefon left her over her looks. But her reaction? It only made things worse. People said it just made the whole thing even more cringe. Cardi tried to shut it all down by saying the viral pics were fake, claiming they were edited. But that got shut down real quick. Getty images don't play around with filters, so what drops from them is raw and uncut.
If you young, if you 19, if you 20, if you 21, and sometimes you too skinny, and you be like, oh my God, I don't got enough fat to put on my ass and everything, so you resort to ass shots, don't do it. Like, I am super against.
Fans didn't miss a beat, comparing the Coachella pics to the snatched up ones she posted later. And yeah, she looked flawless in hers, but that only sparked more drama. Now folks are saying she's using filters and heavy editing to hide what was already out in the open on stage. That's when the mess exploded. Cardi came swinging, calling people ugly, broke, and coming hard with her usual "I don't care" attitude. But fans weren't falling back. They lit up the timeline with side-by-side shots and shady comments like, "Is this why Stefon dipped?" Then, just when it looked like it couldn't get messier, bam! The drama leveled up. Now folks online are whispering about something way more personal, Cardi B's hygiene. That's right. People are saying it might have been more than just photos or online drama that pushed Stefon away. Multiple sources are floating the same wild claim, that Stefon Diggs ended things because, allegedly, he couldn't deal with Cardi's so-called self-care habits. Nobody's dropped hard proof yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from spreading like wildfire. The internet is eating it up and the noise just keeps getting louder.
Is that like, they praise thick girls, that they praise thighs, they praise all of that. Like, You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's hard to just be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna walk around my flat ass. No. Some of y'all happy with it, that's great, but that just wasn't me when I was young.
Looks like Stefon didn't just walk away from Cardi, he ran back to his ex. And sis wasted zero time letting the world know. She jumped on social media with cozy pics of the two hugged up like nothing ever changed. The chemistry? Too real. Then came the screenshots. Texts between her and Stefon had fans doing double takes. The timestamps weren't adding up. It wasn't just a hey stranger vibe.
As a dancer and everything, like, I had the titties, I had the bomb tattoos, I had a six-pack, I could do a whole split, everything, but, not split, but I could do crazy pole tricks, all that shit, but I was missing some.
This looked like ongoing contact while he was still with Cardi. That's when people started asking, was she waiting in the wings the whole time? Then his ex dropped a bomb. She posted, I hate winning, dude. Act like he wasn't just crashing here daily, being clingy. But I'll let him play his little social media role to get his attention. And if that wasn't enough, she followed up with the line that shook everything. I don't post him. I be with him in real life. It's all natural. Whew. That had folks side-eyeing Cardi hard. Even if the rumors aren't 100% confirmed, the mess is loud enough to keep the internet buzzing. And now, fans are circling it all back to Cardi's love of cosmetic surgery, wondering if all the changes might be affecting more than just her looks. No one's dragging people for getting work done, especially not in Hollywood, where it's almost standard. But when your energy starts shifting along with your appearance, people notice. And Cardi's never been shy about the enhancements, unlike other celebs still blaming green juice and yoga. Cardi's always kept it real about her body, from her BBL to every curve she's added. But now, folks are asking, has it gone too far? When surgery becomes routine, it doesn't just change how you look. It can mess with your vibe, your health, even your self-esteem. And while Cardi's still walking bold like nothing shakes her, fans are starting to wonder if this breakup, and all the noise around it, is cutting deeper than she shows. Gotta give her props though. Cardi's been one of the realest when it comes to owning her body journey. She never claimed to wake up flawless. She even warned people to think twice before going under the knife. She shared the risks, told the truth, and earned respect for being so upfront. But lately, the whispers are getting louder. People say her look's been changing again, and not everyone's feeling it. This isn't about dragging her. It's about concern. Some believe all the tweaks are starting to take a toll, and they claim it's showing more in her latest appearances. Cardi's been more low-key about recent procedures, but longtime fans know where this all began. She's opened up before, talking about how growing up in her neighborhood shaped how she saw beauty. In her world, thick bodies and Coke bottle curves were everything. Cardi said it straight up. She didn't feel like she fit the mold, and that pressure stuck with her. If you didn't have a full chest, tight waist, and curves for days, you were invisible. Cardi's talked about being skinny growing up, and in her world, that wasn't cute. Not even close. She wasn't just overlooked, she was bullied, made to feel like she didn't belong. And that kind of pressure when you're young, it cuts deep, and it stays. So when she finally got the chance, she made changes. Not for fame, not for clout, but to feel like she mattered in a world that told her she didn't. That's why Cardi's never apologized for her surgery journey. Because for her, it came from real pain and a need to take her confidence back. Things shifted big time when she stepped into the stripping scene, but not the way people think. Most assume the club life automatically boosts your ego. But for Cardi, it wasn't like that, especially not at first. When she started dancing, she was still slim, untouched by surgery. And in that environment, curves were everything. Thick bodies ran the game. Having the right shape meant money, power, and attention. And Cardi felt left behind again. Even in that world, she didn't fit the mold. She wasn't getting noticed the way other dancers were, and the message was clear. No curves, no coins. And remember, this all piled on top of years of feeling torn apart for how she looked. Cardi had been carrying insecurities since she was a teen, so stepping into a place where other women thrived didn't fix anything. Instead, she still felt like she wasn't enough, even in a space where confidence is supposed to shine. Eventually, she made a choice. Cardi saved up and got her first procedure at just 18, a breast augmentation. And for a while, it worked. she felt more at home in her own skin. For once, the reflection in the mirror matched the vision she had in her head. But if you know anything about surgery, it's never just one and done. There's touch-ups, maintenance, and emotional layers that come with every decision. For someone already wrestling with self-image, that first fix can become a pattern, and that's exactly what happened. After feeling the power of fixing one thing, it got easier to chase the next. That first win felt good, but it didn't flip everything. Cardi still wasn't raking in the kind of money the curvier dancers were pulling in. The reality hit hard. Just boosting one part of her body wasn't enough in a scene where thick was the standard. So even though the changes helped her mentally, she was still coming up short in the club world. No matter how confident she felt, without the full, ideal shape, especially the backside, she was still missing what that environment treated like the golden ticket. To make things even messier, Cardi was dealing with real heartbreak at the time. Her boyfriend back then straight up cheated on her, and in her mind, the reason was clear. The other girl had more curves, especially in the back. That cut deep. Cardi started thinking if she just had a fuller shape, maybe he wouldn't have strayed. But Cardi was only 20, hustling in New York, and nowhere near having the cash for a legit plastic surgeon. On top of that, she was naturally slim, which meant she didn't even have enough body fat for a traditional BBL. That's when things took a risky turn. Instead of waiting or going the safe route, she made a desperate move, paying $800 to a woman named Donna Francis for illegal silicone injections in her butt and thighs. Yep, illegal. And if that name rings a bell, it's because Donna Francis became infamous after one of her clients died during one of those same underground procedures. That tragedy sparked a major legal case, and Donna ended up behind bars for running an illegal injection ring. Cardi? She walked away without permanent damage, but the experience was brutal. She told GQ magazine the truth. "They don't numb your butt or anything. It was the craziest pain ever. I felt like I was going to pass out." She added that the injection sites leaked for days, and the dizziness had her feeling like she was on the edge. A decision born from pain ended up being one of her most dangerous moments. Cardi took a break from surgeries for a bit. She finally felt like she'd reached the body she'd always wanted, and for a moment, that constant pressure faded. But the peace didn't last long. By 2019, after giving birth to her daughter Culture, things shifted again. Like a lot of new moms, Cardi went through postpartum changes, and she was open about it. She got a lift after breastfeeding and chose liposuction to drop some baby weight she couldn't lose naturally. But this time, it got real messy. She didn't give herself proper time to heal. Her calendar was packed: shows, appearances, non-stop events. Instead of resting, she went right back to performing. Eventually, her body hit the wall. Her feet swelled up so badly from the lipo, she posted a pic that had fans worried. People weren't just seeing swelling, they saw a cry for help. That was the wake-up call. Doctors warned her to stop and rest, and this time, she actually listened. That moment hit her hard. For a second, it looked like she was done with surgery for good. Cardi even told fans, "I've been working out for the past 2 weeks because I ain't getting surgery again." And after seeing what she went through, people believed her. It shook her for real. So, for a while, she changed course. Instead of diving back into full procedures, she started looking at safer options. Even when she got unsure about her nose, she didn't jump straight to surgery. Cardi went the non-surgical route first, trying fillers on her nose, hoping for a subtle fix. But the results? Not what she expected. Her nose looked different in a way she didn't love. And true to form, Cardi didn't sugarcoat it. She admitted it straight up. The fillers didn't hit. So eventually, she went ahead and got a full rhinoplasty to get the look she actually wanted. But once you're on that surgery wave, it's hard to step off. After giving birth to her son Wave in 2021, Cardi started eyeing more tweaks. She kept it real. Pregnancy left her with loose skin on her stomach. She hit the gym, tried to tone up, but the results weren't coming fast enough. That's when she started talking tummy tuck. But what really had people talking wasn't just the surgery talk, it was the way her body started shifting again. She posted a video where her waist looked insanely snatched, but her backside stayed full, and fans quickly noticed something looked off. The internet lit up. People started guessing. Did she get more filler? Another BBL on the low? The proportions weren't adding up, and the speculation came in hot from every direction. Some fans said Cardi's new look was doing too much, too dramatic, too unnatural, maybe even unhealthy. And of course, when the noise got loud, Cardi didn't stay silent. She hopped on Instagram Live and shut it down. Cardi said straight up, "No, I didn't get more shots." And she didn't stop there. She admitted her butt looked different and didn't try to fake perfection or gaslight anyone. She owned it. No filters, no excuses. By now, it's clear Cardi has some real regrets about her surgery journey, and she's not hiding it. She's told young women not to rush into enhancements like she did. She even said she wishes someone had pulled her aside back then and told her to chill. That's why she's using her platform now, hoping the next wave of girls won't fall into the same trap of chasing perfection. Let's be real. Cardi's BBL era hasn't aged the way fans expected, and from the outside, it looks like she's been trying to reverse some of it. But undoing years of work? That's not easy, especially when it's layered with procedures. Now the streets are talking. They're saying things got so complicated, Stefon Diggs dipped and ran straight back to his ex. But before folks drag Cardi all the way down the timeline, let's not act like Stefon's innocent. People are calling him Offset 2.0, smooth talker, but always in the mix. Word is he's been caught stepping out, even when he was linked with Young Miami. Let's not forget that wild twist, when Young Miami suddenly dropped that tweet, "I can't fall in love now. Young, rich, outside, and single." Just like that, whatever she had going on with Stefon vanished into thin air. So maybe this whole Cardi split was going to happen either way. Maybe all this BBL talk is just a slick excuse for Stefon to slide out without looking messy. But whatever the real reason is, one thing's clear. The fans are talking, and this story just keeps getting messier by the minute. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Stefon left over real issues? Or is this just another smooth player running his favorite playbook, starting drama to ghost clean? Drop your hot take in the comments below and don't hold back. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share if you're locked into the drama. Hit that bell so you never miss the tea, because this kind of mess, it's only getting deeper. See you in the next one.